Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555, where your message or messages come in. Come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Big Cat, before we go into the read and the planetary energies, I'm going to give a personal safety announcement for myself. I've been suffering extreme pain for the past 5 to 6 months, and I'm in need of acupuncture. But because the wicked one won't pay the child maintenance, I have to cover everything for the progenies, which leaves nothing over for medical procedures. So if you can find it in yourself, Big Cat, to send me just £2, 2 skrillers of your money, so that I can get these acupunctures and the CLMs and a chiropractor and everyone else who's not going to give me the big injection or because I don't want to take the cortisone. That's all they want to do is give you more drugs, and I don't like the drugs. So if you could please find it within yourself to send me 2 skrillers, each of you that watch this video, right? So that I can get these homeopathic procedures, because I like the natural ways. And if you can, I'll be truly grateful, because you are my Obi-Wan Kenobis. Now back to the read, darling dears. Big Cat, we have a prayer move on the 23rd of April 2023. Why? Because they trying to push us around. They, them and that are in power trying to push us around. You are a light worker star seed, and when we come together as one, darling dears, at 3:33 a.m. and 3:33 p.m., wherever you are on the globe, we are going to hit up the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis, with our strength in numbers, darling dears. It's time for the what? The last to be first, and the first to be last. So if you can find it in yourself to take the knee on those days, we are going to hit them up. Oh, my Cash App. My Cash App is £555 Big Cat. If you can truly help me get, oh gosh, I don't want to cry, because you know I'll have to rub these bitches in, and then I'm going to have to tell off everyone, darling dear, everyone. If you can help me get these medical procedures, I'll be truly grateful, because he's trying to get me by my proverbial balls. Hold on a minute, let me just rub these bitches in, because it's outrageous, Big Cat. It's outrageous. But like I said, we will fight the fight. Hold on a minute. I need a minute. Hold on a minute. Get me in my eye chakras. Don't get me in my eye chakras, because I told you I come back swinging. Right. Calm down, Case. I'm calm now. The planetary energies are. The skullduggerous moon is galvanizing to make its way from Libra to Scorpio. Giving your dreams an insightful quality. Following the Libra full moon, this energy is extremely potent, darling dears. It opens up your intuition and your psychic interpretations, darling dears, throughout today, which is very important. Pay attention to these psychic impressions that you get, darling dear, and your interpretations. So especially this evening, right? Whatever comes up, right? Remember, it's a metaphor for something deeper and more potent that's going on with you, darling dears. Take the time to sit with it, darling dear. So you can find out what's going on. Because why? We're investigative cats, darling dears. And knowledge is power. And power is knowledge. I have nothing else said. Right. As I was saying, darling dears, today's read is about what? Your mission, Big Cat, if you should choose to accept it, is to what? Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. Never you ever give up the fight. What do you mean? They crossed the line. After you gave them your shapely back, They try to sock it to you with Zemblanity and the evil eye, the spellcastations, the negative words, those text messages that they send in the night to what? Simpletons and feeble-minded? I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it, darling dears. We're going to dive in and see what's going on, because your mission, if you should choose to accept it, Big Cat, is to get up, stand up for your rights. Yeah, and everything is your rights, whatever you choose, Big Cat. I told you, Divine was so tricky. He hid inside of us, gave us the Christos oil, yes, baby, as well as what? The love that's in our heart, darling dears. We love many things that didn't deserve it, but we took back our power grids. You hear the bell for confirmation, darling dear. I told you, it's all coming out. Let's dive in and kick off with a rune at a hot trot. Notice, very rarely do the feathers come out, darling dears. I found this at the last equinox when I was walking in the path, because where I live on top of a hill, darling dear, but there's this park. Oh, it's it looks like a fairy glade. I'm going to take you through there one day. I think those of you that's been rocking with me from the beginning, I showed you before, and this Karen came out of her house and told me to shut up. I'm not allowed to talk on my microphone with the echo chamber. Oh, God. She said I woke up her baby. I said, what is this, a baby of? I've got 3 of them. What's going on? We had a baby off, darling dear. Weren't having it. They can't shut me up. My progeny can't shut me up. The wicked can't shut me up. No one's gonna shut me up. Listen. This is a public safety announcement. For what? It's a Big Cat world, as the Big Cat Chronicles continues. Oh, just the one. Well, good golly and gosh, this is the Empress, right? Bacana. The rune stone is called Bacana, but it's the Empress in the reverse. A pretender to your throne. Somebody who's what? A fakeazoid. They come with the polyester band spirit, darling dear. If it's a mother, that baby had to bite off its umbilical cord and hit the ground running. This is someone who is focused on you, darling dear. It could be your mother. It could be a sister who's a mother. A brother who's a mother foe. It could be what? Someone who you was parenting. Someone that doesn't like your swagger. Oh, really? Is it? That's their business. They have to stay outside the perimeter. Right? They can't come in because you've got 3 go-to moves, darling dears. And you've watched my Don't Get Smoked video, so you understand light kung fu and self-defense. What do you mean? Somebody who's bitter to the core, unable to what? Procreate. They may have children, darling dear, but they wasn't the right procreator, darling dears. It also speaks about someone who lacks in abundance. Why? Because the Empress is ruled by Earth as well as Venus energy. Venus is about what? It's about the Skrilla.com. It's about the what? The family, the emotions, darling. There's loveliness. This person may look lovely on the outside, but on the inside, they're black-hearted and mean. They are soulless. Yes, baby. Possibly you had to what? Get up, stand up. Yes, baby. On this mother foe. This is someone who is not abundant. This is somebody who is lazy and needs the energy of someone in order to be themselves. They can't bend the matrix. And if they're working like a field hand, darling dear. Being pushed around, working all the hours God sends for a pittance. And it's going to what? Their astroturf that they've got on layaway, darling dear. Zemblanity to the core. And that energy is focused on you. Why? Because you got up and you stood up. Yes, baby. Then you left like Tinky Winky with the bag. Somebody's not happy about you, darling. Yeah, it could be a sister, a mother, a brother, because we got Mitch bitches and bitch Mitches up in this. Trying to take a big cat down. Outrageous. I know, darling dears, but they're feeble-minded. What can you do about the simpletons except leave them in where? The mud hut at 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue, 2 streets over from the loser lane, in the district of the damned. Let's get a domino. They've got an evil eye on you, big cat, talking all sorts of smack, eh? They're looking for a gladiator box. That's a big gladiator smack across their kitchen. What's that? Their boat race, their face, darling dears. But we're not going to do it. We haven't got time to go to prison. Well, R. Kelly's not in prison at the moment. He's in the hospital because he's got a blood clot. Listen, I said blood clot. I didn't say point A or point B. He is a point A and a point B, but he's got a blood clot. He's in the hospital, darling dears. Listen, they better have him under all sorts of guards. He might try and chew his way out. Anyway, oh my God, Big Cat, did you hear the latest news? Somebody gave the creator of CASHAPP, right, the big ticket to go and meet the Most High. Listen, you know I'm a conspiracy theorist. They're trying to shut down all of those outside CASHAPPs, darling dears, so it can go into a federal CASHAPP, so they can further watch us, darling dears. Watch our spendings. Watch what we've got coming in. I know, Big Cat. I know. This is why we are going to take the knee on the 23rd of April 2023 at 3:33 a.m. and 3:33 p.m. I think not, Scotty. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. Trying to kill off everybody, mate. Listen, right? We've got the energy of what? The High Priestess and the Empress, darling dears. Understand your intuitions, darling dears. It also speaks about secrets are about to be revealed. You're gonna know who your main protagonist is, darling dear. But you mustn't do anything to them, darling dear. You're too intelligent for that. Continue to do what you're doing, because it's driving them batshit crazy, darling dears. Yes, barking at passing cars, sitting up late into the night texting, right, using their fake accounts to spy on what you've got going on, when they should be looking at their own astroturf that's on their way. But are they? No, they are not. So we have the moon energy as well as Earth and Venus energy. Yes, baby. Lean in, Big Cat. Lean in, right? The energy of the 2 and the 3 speaks about a debt is about to be repaid. A karmic debt, darling dear. We see what's going on here, darling dears. Listen, whatever weapon they are trying to form against you shall not prosper. Isaiah 54, right? Yes, baby. Isaiah 54:22, it shall not prosper in the name of the Most High, who sits high and looks low. These little fingers are afoot, darling dear, trying to take you down by any way possible. Why? Because you're winning. If you listen, Big Cat, baby, bestie, oi. If you wasn't doing well, darling dears, and you didn't have haters, you need to step it up, mate. If you've got a hater, you're winning, darling dear. Ha ha! Energies up, Big Cat. I insist. I nearly said sit and sit. Some Sid needs to sit down. We've got a poisonous Sid on our tail, darling dears. Or they need to be around the CID. They need to be investigated, darling dears. Don't let me go off on a tangent. Somebody stop me. But then again, who go and check me, boo? I told you, no one can stop me when I get into my thinking power, and I think a lot. And then I move in silence. And I told you, as Big Cats, we live by 2 rules. The first one is what? Tell no one nothing. And the second rule is... I'm sipping my mocha because I ain't getting smoked. I told you what the second rule is. If you can't understand communicative dance, I can't help you, Big Cat. You need to click off. This is not the channel for you. Still here? All right, bestie. Let's press on with the read. A debt is about to be repaid. So whatever they tried to do to you, darling dear, has found their address. Listen, nothing like karma pulling up in thigh-high red leather boots, darling dear, and a whole menu, and every item on the menu is their name. A bitter, jealous, feminine energy, but it could be a masculine because it's a Mitch bitch or a bitch Mitch. Let's press on, darling dears. Let's get the Oracle Ancestral message. Where's my, I'm going to use the gods and goddesses. No. We're going to go over the life lessons first. Go over the life lessons. What's the life lesson that we need to understand today? Thank you. What did I say? They're getting readings on your blood. Listen, the money that they don't have, they're trying to find out what's going on in your life. Because even with their fake accounts, even with them closely questioning the feeble-minded simpletons, they still don't know what's going on. Keep looking, blood. Keep looking. Captive audience. A fan, right, is what we need, darling dear. Why? It's the wind beneath our wings as we continue to what? Get up, stand up. Stand up for our rights. Yes, baby. And we are not, I repeat, are not giving up the fight. Base of the deck. Yes, baby, they've been meditating on you. Getting readings, trying to find out your business when you're not even telling yourself what's the matter with them. And for others, you need to get your yoga on, darling dear. Get your meditation on. Balance out your chakras. And remember, we do the moon manifestation now. Yes, baby, we've moved it to 2023, darling dears. We've left 2016 behind, right? We're using the Christus oil. When the sun, right, the moon is in your sun sign, which it goes into everybody's sun sign for 2.5 days every single month. During that time, darling dears, we live like a Buddhist monk. We eat only vegetables, right? We drink water and we practice forgiveness, darling dears. Why? It's meant to heal the body, give you divine inspiration, and help you ascend spiritually. So we're going for it, darling dear, by every means necessary. Outrageous. Books. Listen, no matter what they do to study you, they'll never graduate. And all of the knowledge you will ever want or need on this Malkuth, you'll find it in a book. This is why we are learned cats. We pay attention to what's going on and we read up on it, we research. We are keyboard gangsters, darling dears. Gangsters. Right. I did call out the, where is it? This deck, I did call out the gods and goddesses, so therefore I have to get a card from this deck. There's something here for us. We're on a mission impossible, darling dears. Yes, baby. Impossible for the feeble-minded, but possible for those that do the due diligence. You are what? A spiritual traveler. Yes, baby. And some of you will be in a position to travel, darling dears, right? Moving in a new direction. This is why they're trying to seek it here, there, and everywhere to find out what you're going on. How do you get that glow? How did you get to your bag? They want to know everything about you with their fake accounts. What's on the base of the deck? Right? Listen. You are starseed, darling dears, and you've got your ancestors, your way showers and spiritual guides protecting you. Seeing the duality of the two. What's that? The high priest or priestess, darling dears. You sit between the two pillars of wisdom, Boaz and Jachin, masculine and feminine energy for completion and beginning again. This is what? Follow the voice of your soul, darling dears. Follow your inner ministration. I already told you, darling dears, that the Skullduggerous moon is about to leave Libra and go into Scorpio, where your what? Your psychic abilities, darling dears, your interpretations will be amplified. Pay attention to the metaphors, darling dears. There is intel there for you. Pay attention to your inner voice. Don't pay attention to anybody else, darling dear, because they're full of what? Yes, baby. They're full of it. And they talk it. And they live it. You can fill in the blank if you want, bestie. Protected and guided, darling dears. Humble warrior, spiritual gangster, medicine guardian. Be open to healing information. Look at this, it's all coming out, even what I just spoke about, darling dears. The medicine guardian came out for me as well as for you, darling dear. We've got a lot of greenies also holding the caduceus and the humble cup of Jesus, darling dear. Yes, baby, being filled up by balance. And this is also the sign of the medical societies, isn't it? I'm sure it is. when they're doing a Hippocratic oath. But that guy, what's his name? Was it Dr. Fauci? He didn't bloody take no oath, except to what? Kill as many as possible, blood. But I digress, and I'm not going back down that road again because I want to be happy today. Heart chakra is represented by Thursday, and guess what? Today is Thursday. It also speaks about trusting in finding true balance, but the balance comes through forgiveness. Forgive so that you can be forgiven, darling dear. Forgive them. Why? It's the only way to get them on the docket. In Keitha. Forgive them. Forgive them, darling dear. They will have forever to think about what they did to you, big cat, because your back is forever turned. The heart chakra is also ruled by the direction of north, but I like to say it's the north node. Someone needs to get their birth natal chart and have a look at their north node. Find the house that it's in, darling dear. Time for you to tap into your superpowers and your big cat ways. It's also representative of the moon. We've just been discussing the moon, and here it is again in our faces. The moon is about your emotional nature, darling dear, your feelings, your instincts, and your memories. As well as relationships, darling dears. I told you, you've got a back front neck tab, a snake, a fakeazoid of an empress or an emperor that's hot on your tail, darling dear. And we already discussed the fake accounts of it all. They are a captive audience. They are a fan. They are missing from your life. The 2 and the 5, the numerology of it all, darling dear, speaks about constructive freedom. The 5 is also representative of what? The Hierophant, the God card in Tarot. Yes, be a victorious energy. It speaks about you joining a new religion or spirituality, but for others, it's about the entering of a higher position. It could be a job, or you are being put into a higher position, darling dear, where your skills will be appreciated and what? And recognize you are a mentor. And it also speaks about being wise and walking with the wise so that you can be wise. The 5, the numerology of the 5, the number 5 is ruled by Mercury as well as Neptune energy, darling dears. So this is having a rational mind, right? Neptune speaks about your imagination as well as your psychic sensitivities. I told you we need to sit down and think about the metaphors that are being chucked up like gang signs in our hemispheres today, darling dears, so that we can decipher them and follow them to the letter, because a message is about to be perpetrated on you today, darling dears. I love it. I don't hate it. The 5 also speaks about what? Confusion and conflict, right? Which brought true change into your life, darling dear. Created a new freedom for you. Love it, darling dears. But don't hate it. Let's go to the decks, darling dears. Let's go to the decks. Do we go straight to the decks? Or do we get... Listen, I'm not going to be indecisive. Listen, I'm going to use my gold deck because I love it. Base of the deck, a dick dealing mattress backing in and out energy, darling dear. Playing double dutchies at the fringes of your life. And it also speaks about the Knight of Wands speaks about what? Something coming towards you quickly, something that you can choose or not choose, darling dears. It's fire energy. It could be somebody who is impulsive, darling dear. Someone who's going to try and get you in the sex kind of a way. Big cat, didn't you pay your knees? Didn't you pay your knees? Not picking on you, but I told you, besties point out certain things that you didn't want to. I pointed out, mate. I told you, I'm a pointer, not a picker. We can't be taken in by what the sex at this stage of the game. Listen. Thank you very much for the Cash App, darling dears. Thank you very much. I'm going to put it towards getting that acupuncture and the CLM and a chiropractor, because I want someone to crack my back, blood, but not a dick dealing mattress back. You was it, what? Listen, I'll be chopping and kicking like Jackie Chan, mate. Let's carry on at a hot trot. Yeah, in and out energy, yeah. Who is a what? Reverse Emperor Empress in the reverse. What I want? Major side eye. What I want? What I want? Oh, someone who you said get out, right? And then you started singing, I will survive. First I was afraid, I was petrified. Then you remembered what they did in your life, blood, and you became strong. Not strong, we don't use the S, darling, yes, strong. They are watching you. That in and out fickle energy that possibly did get you by the genitalias until they didn't. Yes. What about them? It's over, mate. This means it's a done dollar. This is what? Earth and Saturn energy, right? For your transformation, as in it represents the fixed signs of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You was guided to leave this bottom-feeding, back-front, neck-tabbing snake behind. Yes, you disarmed them and defeated them by making a wise choice. A choice that was based on your values and you finding your individualism. As you said, get out, Basura, get out. Love it, right? This is a fixed sign. It speaks about them trying to be they're going to be persistent, darling dear. They're going to be on you like white on rice, darling. They're trying to see where they can fit in with their impulsive, fickle energy. Your mission, if you should choose to accept it, darling dear, is to get up, and stand up for your rights. What did I say? I can't make it up. A Chichin Chitara. Yes, them is a animal. Animal with a H, darling dear, right? A lion, a cheetah, and an ass. They would love to sneak back into your situation. Why do they want to come back after you really told them in no uncertain terms to go away? Flee. Listen, the cards is telling us what happened, right? This is what happened. You stood up for yourself. You stood your ground. And now they see you as being a head and shoulders above. They saw that you changed your face on this planet, darling dear. And you're doing well. Good golly and gosh. 2 sevens on the tableau, darling dears. It speaks about they wanting light-hearted fun. And they're looking for pleasure from you. We see the ones. Listen. They're missing your embrace. Really? My embrace comes with strangling hands, right? I've got the jazz hands. I've told people these things, right? And I said, leave me alone. They don't want my embrace blood. Ancestors, way showers, and spiritual guides, if you're listening, they don't want this smoke, right? And I don't want to go to prison to keep R. Kelly's space until he gets back. No, I don't, right? What kind of embrace do they want from you? Outrageous, this fickle energy. Clarify this night of want. What they want? What they want? What could it be? What am I pre? Yeah. They're going for a terrible time of it, darling dears. Some of them are requiring some kind of surgical procedure. They're still a effing liar. They will betray you. You'll be on every one of them blades if you allow this fickle, impulsive energy back into your life. We already said they're a lion, cheating, ass, a whole animal. Why do they want to come back? Or maybe they went to polyester band, darling dear, a fakeazoid empress in the reverse. One that said that they can do, but they found out they cannot. They cannot. In the words of Jocelyn Hernandez. This person would like to come and lie to you again, darling dear, and put you on the edge of everything. On the edge, Big Cat, you don't love your hairline. No, you want another reverse friar tuck. You want to live with Zemblanity. If you're going to do that, we can't be friends anymore. I'm just telling you this right now. We can't be friends. Right? Because they see that you're abundant, darling dear. They're remembering your loyalty. And in some cases, they're watching you create generational wealth. Calling in the loyalty that you truly deserve around you. They want to come and interrupt that. We've got 2 10s here, darling dears. Right? 10-10 means breakthrough. Let it go, darling dear. It must be a TKO. You're about to be gifted with something. It's always when you're about to be spiritually gifted with ascension that the devil is allowed to come and muddy your waters and send in someone from the past to come and F up your life. Base of the deck. Listen, you got the badass alchemist ways, yeah? You can manifest anything you want, and you have been manifesting anything you want, right? Without these wicked people around you, darling dears. Why, oh why would you call them back in? These questions. It also speaks about, the magician speaks about a short journey, but it's something or someone coming in with a quickness. It's because they're going to come in, darling dear, but their intentions are not going to be direct. Why? Because they're going through something. Either they're looking for a nurse with a purse. They're going to lie to you. Lots of lies will be told, darling dear. You're not going to hear exactly what's been going on with them, right? Because they want wish fulfillment with you, darling dear. 9 of Cups, darling dear. Emotional fulfillment. But it will always be a broken home, darling dears. Whatever they did in your presence, if you've got progeny, your progeny was affected by that, darling dears. And they've got limited choices and they see you as the top of their list. They better cross that out, mate. Right? What's the World card mean? What did I say? That cup that's been around the world and they want to come and charm you out of your pantaloons and your common sense. They want you off your flip-flop, big cat. They want you off your common sense, right? Why? Because they see that you ain't focused on them, darling dear. You've mentally, physically, and emotionally moved on from them. Yeah. They see that you're not focused, so they want to come and go, ta-da, with their bad self, darling dear. 144 in the chat as the chosen assemble. Fist bump. Loves it. Look what they're coming. Look. You really want the cup? Look. A procrastinator who's broke pocketers, right? Living in the rinse and repeat, and they've got the bad lucks, the bad vibes, and the bad intention on them, and yet they want to say, but I love you. Shiver me timbers. What's this? Listen. And they'll continue to behave in the same way that you told them to get lost with, darling dear. They ain't changed one bit. They want to come back and offer you what? What? While you're out here peeing glitter, shitting cupcakes and farting rainbows, what? They want to offer you what? Listen. I told you about the jazz hands. I told you my hands don't understand that they've got a mind of their own. My 2 hands can get me in prison. This is why I spend a lot of time in my own company, because I'm not going to keep R. Kelly's safe cell warm until he gets back. I heard something about safe. Have you got a safe? They'll be trying to look for your safe, darling dears. They're coming to take. Because you mentally moved on. Look. And they've got judgment on their back, darling. They're riding them roughshod into the wickedness they wanted for you. They want a second chance. But Divine has already said you've passed the final exam. This is the rebirth and the rise of you, darling dear. You're about to be promoted spiritually. You are on a life-changing path. A path that is going to change your status even more. We don't want the past, right? Single as F, darling dear, but able to balance out all of your responsibilities as if by what? Magic. They don't like the fact that you're single and this person's a narc and a liar, emotionally manipulator. This person was never loyal to you, darling dear, had you as a mark from the start, and they're going through a Zemblanic time in their life. They would like to sneak back into your situation, darling dear. Listen, they're not spiritually protected, darling dears. This person has had no long-term vision. They make plans from minute to minute, so they're all over the place, darling dear, with their emotions as well as the lies they're going to tell you. They're on a rough path, mate, a rough, dark path where they can't even trust their own shadow after dark. Not being spiritually protected. Their ancestors are on Xanax, darling dear. Their ancestors, their angels and way showers and spiritual guides are taking Xanax blood. They want to come around you. Your mission. Vicky, imagine that. I come back around for what? To do the devil's work. Listen, Big Cat. The cards ain't ramping blood. They come to bind you with the SEX, right? They're into porn, so they got the stanky finger, right? They want you to contort into all shapes that is not on your spiritual pay grade, darling dears. This person is obsessively jealous and they're controlling, darling dear. They're coming to do, look. There's no true, really what? Spiritual protection from the Most High. This person is the devil's strongest worker, the most diligent worker. And they want to come and sneak back into your life. Hiya! You better be what? Standing strong, mate, and ready to kick like Jackie Chan. Are you kidding me? You don't want that rusty cup of opium. Nah, blood. They've had the time to realize what they lost in you. this that's fallen all the way on the floor? And if they went into a throuple, darling dears, the throuple didn't work out. It was toxic. Oh, countdown. So they're near, darling dears. Possibly trying to come over and give you some Easter bun. Nil by mouth, eh? Listen, oh, nothing from them. Nothing. Yeah, toxic situation didn't work out the way they expected. Queen of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Wands. You already intuitively know to drop that shiznai like it's hot. You are a natural born leader, darling dears. And it also telling you to tap in to what your spiritual nature, darling dears. Listen to your intuition, your discernment. Why now, after all this time, do they want to come back? Especially if they've been gone since before Joseph's coat was many colors. Why do they want to come back now? Because the toxic trick didn't work out. This polyester band, whether male or female. Stand your ground, Scotty. Oh no. Oh no. Look, what did I say? They come to betrayal and they're on the tails of broken hearted. So they've got pain from when you told them to F off, go away, basura. And the pain that they found when they got with the toxic trick, and now they want to come back and put all of that on you, right? As they're getting their orders from their high commander. Yeah. Oh my God. And all of these spiritual attachments on them. Ooh. Sheesh. Yeah. They want to what? They want you to give to them, darling. Yeah, of course they're going to be compliant. Of course they will be. Until they've got you in their grips again, Scotty. You better skeet, chariot energy. Continue on your path to success and glory, being spiritually guided and protected. The chariot Cancer energy, darling dears. Lean in, big cat, the warrior within you. It also speaks about you continuing to be disciplined and focused. Some of them may even come through and invite you on a trip. They want to go on a trip with you. Listen, I've seen CSI, right? I've seen the first 48, where 2 went out and only 1 came back. Listen, big cat, oi, there's no trip that they could offer you that will be beneficial to you living another day past the day you left. Remember what happened to, what's her name? Shanquilla Robinson. The day after she got to Cabo in Mexico, they outed her light for air. And those are friends. Frenemies, darling dears. Don't go on no trip with them. They really want to be victorious, darling dears. Because you come with the bag. You are the prize, big cat. You are the prize. But don't be the prize, what? Boo-boo the fool. No, big cat. Don't go nowhere with them. Right? Because they see what you've co-created. Look, they want you to be vulnerable and not thinking clearly. Oh. Not while we're besties, mate. I tell you, you come over here, you get the usher. Right? We're best friends. And if I'm going to the end, you've got to come with me. Like Thelma and Louise without the chelation. Final messages on what's going on. Then you've got to get out of here to go and get great. What fell into my lap? They want you to give to them, darling dears. The only thing you got to give out right about now is Gladiator Box. That's a full-on, that slap that Will Smith gave out to Chris Rock, the one that comes from your ancestors. 144 in the chat. The chosen are assembled, darling. They want a Gladiator Box. How dare they want to come interrupt a big cat walking? Outrageous, I know, right? The 6 of Peas is Taurus as well as moon energy, right? It's about money, darling dears, and it's about what? Moving around your emotions. Some of them are going to even come and say that they're between homes. They've sold a home or they're trying to find a new place to stay. Can you help me out? No, bitch. I'm sure there's room outside the train station or under some bridge with the rest of the trolls. No, blood, you can't help them. You can't. Blockation, block party. Oh, how now, brown cow. They're going to come and tell you something in the Easter time as well to give you a bun. Told you. They've got judgment on them, mate. They've got the karma on them and they want you to share in that. Listen. Skeet, skeet, big cat. Skeet, skeet. What does Kipper say about this? Because I know you love the Kipper so much. Give it a good quick shufty. Yeah, main male. This could also represent the father or mother of your children, darling dears. They always had tree sloth in the background, darling dears. They thought they was the dog's bollocks. Why do I say? Listen, I've already explained it to you, big cat. When you've got a dog, and you see a dog, what are they always licking and shining? All right then. They thought they was a dog's bollocks in your life, and they're going through a bit of hard times, darling dears, and they want you to help them. Listen, dead it, yeah? Dead that situation, otherwise you may be going to your coffin, darling dears. We've seen the first 48, and we understand the power of CSI. We pay attention, darling dears. They may even come and tell you about a death in their family, darling dears. Possibly a mother, a matriarch, a mother. If it was their mother, that was no mother. Their mother was a narcissist. They was worked by the what? A Jezebel spirit. They might even come and tell you that the mother's passing, darling dears. Try and get on your good side. Listen, it's definitely something to do with family, darling dears. And the fact that you bossed up and changed your face in this world. The 13 is represented by by the death card. It speaks about the regeneration and the transformation of you. This person is going to come to you extremely depressed, and I told you it may be on the wings of a breakup with a Jezebel spirit that they got involved with. Leave them where they are. They've got to go through it, darling dears. Right? They've got to go through it. I told you, and if they dare to ring your buzzer, take the time to take yourself to the top of your house and take out Shiz. This is Nate's best friend. Just drop it from an upper window. We don't answer the door. That's why we got security cameras, so they're being tracked, right? Just drop it from the roof, right? Right into their cranium. And then phone 999 or 911 or 119 to remove the basura from your walkway, darling dears. They'd be like chicken licking. They won't know what's happened to them. And you imagine that. And then they'll get a news team to come to your house to say, did you see anything? You didn't see nothing, right? You didn't see nothing, right? It's the same way they didn't see nothing when the CASHAPP inventor was outed. We didn't see nothing, and we've got nothing on film because we didn't pay the monthly subscription to keep the video going. Tell them what they want to hear, mate, right? And keep it moving, Scotty. We've got things to be getting on with. Don't let them weigh us down with the past and their wickedness. You've bossed up and changed your face in this world, and you are what? Courting, right? A new beginning and a new life for you, darling dears. Leave them with what? The papers on them. I told you, they're in court on Kiefer, and they want a what? A co-defendant with them. If you take them back, big cat, you're telling the universe, give me their karma, give me their bad luck, give me their health situations. Yes, you are asking for that, and we can't be friends anymore. I'm not gonna pussyfoot about. We can't be friends, right? Because we are big cat, and our chronicles continues. On that note, I drops my mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Don't forget, big cat. Get up, stand up for your rights. Yes. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Until we meet again on these tarot screens. Big cat wave. Cat.